Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out System Shock 2, the 25th Anniversary Remastered Edition. You can find this on Steam for about $30 or so, and to be honest with you, I have never played the original System Shock games, and I think System Shock 2, I looked it up, was released back in 1999. So, I played games like it. Like I played Dark Forces, for example, with Kyle Katarn. I remember those days very well. And at the time, those games were amazing. Because that's like the most advanced graphics that we had. But now, like as a new player to the System Shock 2 series, I'm playing this for the first time and I'm like, dear God, these graphics. So, I have to just preface all of this by saying I don't have the nostalgia trip that some of you may have. And that's going to affect, I think, my review and how I look at this game. So, first of all, there's single player and there's multiplayer. I have not had a chance to play the multiplayer. I only got the one key from Atari. I got that a couple of months ago, but I'm now finally getting to this game because, I'm a busy guy. So the game starts you off and you can choose between three different, branches of military, I guess, the Marines, the Navy, and the OSA. The game didn't really explain to me why I would pick one over the other. My best guess is that there are stats in this game that you can level up, and my best guess is that when you pick one, you get a buff to certain stats, but I'm not sure which is which. And then once I picked one, I picked Navy, I was presented with the ability to go on one of three missions, and I could do it 3 times. Each time I did it was 1 year. But then on the 4th year, something happened, crap hit the fan, and now I'm trying to fight for my life. Now, each mission that I did go on gave me some kind of buff to my stats. Speaking of stats, there's quite a bit of them. I'm not going to read all of them off to you, but there are core attributes that you have, like strength, agility, there's cybernetic affinity, stuff like that, endurance. So you'll be leveling those up, but then you'll also be leveling up skills related to particular guns, like regular standard weapons, then energy weapons. You've got a psionic thing that you can use, a psionic ability. It's kind of like mana, magic, whatever, but it's psionic in this game. It's a little ball that you hold and you can use telekinesis. There's quite a bit of powers to go along with that. And I'm thinking back, again, 1999, the fact that there are so many different skills available for that psionic weapon, it's pretty amazing. It was amazing probably at the time. Again, looking at it now in 2025, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. There's quite a bit of different powers, telekinesis, for example, or there's a lot. And back then it was probably, yeah, that's great. This game offers so much. Nowadays it's like, whatever. But yeah, still. There's hacking in this game. There's a hacking skill, and you can hack certain things if you have enough hacking ability. If you've played games, any RPG that involves hacking, most recently, like Outer Worlds, for example, I've been playing, so you kind of have to level up your certain skills to do certain things. Now there are a number of different resources in this game that you'll be earning. You'll be earning those modules that I was talking about, and on occasion you'll visit these stations that allow you to upgrade your skills, like the strength and the agility and all that, and then the tech stuff. So they're hacking. So you're going to be earning modules as you play, but there are also other things that you're going to be getting as well. You're going to be picking up nanites so that you can buy things from replicators. You're going to be using those same nanites to do modifications and repairs on your weapons. Nanites you can use for a lot of different things. And then there's a whole separate research element to this as well, which is weird. I didn't know what they were at first. There were purple brains in my inventory and then other organs. And I didn't know this, but I could right click on them and that started to research that thing. I'm like, why am I researching this purple monkey brain? And then it stopped at at 50%, and I need a particular chemical. There's a storeroom somewhere in the ship or wherever I am, and I had to use the right chemical to continue the process of the research. And through research, I had to look on the wiki for this because the game didn't really explain it. The research allows you to unlock new things, and you have to have a certain skill level in order to do that. So, like, you need a minimum skill level to research certain things, and when doing so, you can unlock like other abilities or other things that you can use. So again, the game again, I have to go back to like this game was made in 1999. Back then, games didn't handhold you. Okay, now that we're in 2025, games nowadays do take the time to create a tutorial. There are prompts on screen to tell you what things mean. Granted, there are stations that you can read, like information stations in this ship that you're in, I think, and you can read about certain things, but like, yeah, I mean, I was confused. I had to alt tab a couple of times to look something up because I couldn't access that information right off the top of my head. Combat was very floaty, and I don't know how it was back in 1999, but like swinging my wrench at something, it felt like it took a full 2-3 seconds to do, and I had to like readjust my timing on the fly. I really had to get used to that. But I mean, still, like, the environment is super creepy, very super creepy, and I like the story and everything else. I'm not big on stories, but I like the whole, like, I felt like I was playing Abiotic Factor a little bit, and that's one of my favorite games of all time because it does so much. Even though the graphics are, again, older style pixely, this game, like, it has the scenery, it has the feel, it's great. Everything else, you can feel the dated, aspects of it. So, do I recommend this in the end? It's hard for me to say. My biggest issue is that it's $30. I don't know. I get it. It's a remaster, fine. But like, if someone like me who's never played System Shock looks at this game today and goes $30 for this, or $30 for something that has updated graphics and everything else, people that don't have that nostalgia trip are going to pick the newer item, probably. So, and like Dark Forces was remastered for at what, $25-$30? I didn't buy it, even though I had that nostalgia trip for Dark Forces. I didn't buy it because I don't believe $30 is appropriate for a 20-year-old, 25-year-old game, even if it allows you to relive that nostalgia. So I think like this, it's going to be a thumbs up for me for the game itself and the leveling up system, and I like the different stats that you can like upgrade, and I like that part of it and the environment. But the price and, the lack of quality of life improvements that could have been made for this remaster. And I get it, some games that are remastered, some are a straight like one-to-one port kind of thing with updated graphics. Others actually redo certain systems. This one, I can't compare because I've never played the original, but I would have liked like a sort feature in my inventory. I'm constantly messing with that. But yeah, it's not a bad game. It's just I wouldn't pay $30 for it. But you do you. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.